Hi, this is Tully, and today we're going to go through some quick inking techniques on this dragon drawing, which I've sort of half finished, which isn't quite finished. That's why it's half finished. So there we go. And so I've got like a Berol ink fine liner pen there. So I'm just going to go through some quick inking techniques and just to show you. Here I'm going to create like a thicker line which versus the thinner line right on the top there. It'll give a good contrast and it'll show that the bottom of this dragon's jaw is, I don't know, more powerful or something like that. I do not know. I think I made it up, you know. So yeah, you can see by varying the thicknesses of the, the ink lines, it can create a sort of a good effect, where it just helps, create a variance on the ink lines and gives weight to the, the creature characters or something like that. So that's one technique that you can do, like thin and thick lines, and it's something that I've said in previous videos. So that's one little technique. Another technique is one that I just make up. It's for inking like mountains and stuff like that. I mean, I like to do sort of like squiggly lines that run into each other, and the closer they are together, the more you'll be able to maybe do some cross hatching, to show like the darker areas. And you can do that throughout all the dark bits that you want to create further shadow. And you can do alternate lines crisscrossing, across like that if you wanted to. But I always try and ink these lines all in usually the same direction. You can be real sketchy about the inking process as well. I mean, it doesn't have to be totally neat or anything, but I found that the quicker you work with inking, sort of the better it looks to me. Anyway, it's a personal choice, choosing which ink pens or however you want to ink your drawing, if you want to ink it at all, really. A lot of people use brushes and like with Indian ink, which I don't use too much. I've also seen other techniques where they get like a paper towel and put a bit of the ink on and then just like scuff it on the paper. That's a pretty good technique, which I'll probably be doing in a later video, just to show you. And there's also like splatter techniques that you can do to just add like a good piece of contrast to your drawing, especially against the the white paper surface, and you're laying that ink down just to show like shadow and things like that. So on there I did like a cross hatching, but I've like staggered it really, so there's like gaps there. So when I rub out the pencil lines, a lot of the area will like suggest the colour, so there'll be lighter tones within the the areas where there's no ink lines and stuff like that. So that'll be the darkest up there, and then it'll get light in them areas, and things like that. And as the sky opens out, it'll probably get lighter in them areas and dark around the edges. But again, inking is a personal choice, so just really try and ink your drawing how you see fit. A lot of these lines I want to make quite thicker. You know, sort of underneath it, just really helps create that nice incline. And on the wings you could do like curved cross hatching, which sort of suggests the shape of the wings. You know, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You know, you vary up the different ways you layer it down. And if you make a mistake, you can always use something called whiteout paint, which can white anything out or something like that. I mean, I wouldn't use really Tipp-Ex, particularly if you want to keep your drawings nice and tidy, because Tipp-Ex is really for just correcting writing and stuff like that, written notes and stuff. I'd use proper whiteout paint that really takes away all that. And also it's down to the paper you use as well. You don't want to overuse a lot of the whiteout paint either, but you know, you can just change up the varying ways you lay down the ink. This is a fine liner. I mean, I could get a Sharpie marker and just add some thick shadow in between these areas if I wanted to, and things like that. It's just all about how you want to layer in the ink. There'll be some shadow on there because that'll be the back of the wing. So that's some basic techniques. I mean, there are other techniques which you could do, such as speckling, which is just to show like rocks or pebbles, and you just vary the size of them, and it's just like drawing quick circles and stuff like that. And that could be all around that area because there's probably broken bits of pebbles or something like that. And the same with like dragon scales on there and things like that. So you know, it's just about applying the ink in a sensible way and just seeing how the drawing progresses, and how you want to vary the thickness of the lines to create weight to your creatures and your characters, and all your dark and light areas. So I've sort of like established that these on the mountains it's going to be more darker than it is on this side, and them areas and dark bits there. So yeah, so that's been a quick video about inking techniques. With this is a commission drawing which I'm going to be scanning in and just messing around with it, and hopefully the person who gave me the commission might like the drawing. I'm getting quite a few of these commissions lately, so that's also why I've been quite busy. Also because it is the summer holidays, and I've got 2 kids which you know, I have to entertain really. So anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers now.